When I was little, I used to make toys and things out of felt, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and clothes for
Yeah.
bears and things. I don't know.
Okay.
And I did a textile diploma as well.
Okay.
But I've never actually thought of myself as a textile artist. But doing this, it's all coming back to textiles, you know, without me really.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a lot of textiles are domestic too. And the project is kind of like a domestic story too, isn't it? Most of these things would be connected to the home, you know, whether it's, you know, children's clothes or, you know, making up a picnic. You'd do that, you know, to go out together as a family, or you know, having a bear, or there'd be different times when you'd you know, different memories, perhaps different events with your teddy bear. So it's the same sort of stitching that I do for the bears.
Okay.
And the picnic set.
Yeah.
So the same, same using a word and just repeating it over and over to stitch. Oh, it depends. For the teddy bear, I just chose bear. So I was just writing bear over and over. For this, I just write smocking. And for the picnic set, it's just been picnic. I might use something like this to represent a bit more of a whole, not a whole garment, but part of the garment. So, you know, have some shoulder seams or something, or maybe have a collar, or maybe have a bit of a sleeve or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You see that this one is cut out, and that's what the pattern shape was like that. So I might do something and join a couple of pieces.
Okay.
And bring it with me. When it's stitched together, it's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
So, you know, once the seam is inside and the stitching, so that looks quite nice. So I will experiment with that too.
Yes.
This is when I would stitch onto this with the sewing machine.
Okay.
Afterwards. The smocking side here.
Yes.
This one's enlarged, but this was from a lady I know. She's 70, and she had this. Her mother made this for her from when she was a baby. But you can see here it's clearer how each fabric is much more. This is a bit higgledy-piggledy, whereas this one you can see you stitch on the upper part and makes it a bit better. And this one here, smocking is usually hand stitched, and if it's on some fabric like this with the squares, it's much easier because you just stitch to the squares. So each one, you see here that row of dark, that's just the fabric itself. So when it's pulled together, you get there. I think I'll make a full dress, but it should be enough to just represent the dress, you know, part of it. I prepared it by having a similar fabric to this, so dissolvable, because this is so fine. try and put it through the sewing machine, it would just screw it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so use something like this as a base, and so I pin that either side, and then I stitched really the longest stitch I can on the sewing machine, and then I'll draw those threads together to make it a similar effect to what you would do if you were smocking, you know, the traditional smocking.
Okay.
Actually, traditional smocking, you would put dots on your fabric like this,
right,
but they'd be spaced. I mean, you can get, you just better get something to iron on, so you'd have the dots evenly spaced, and each one would be a stitch, and then you draw it together so that if you looked at the side of it, it would be a zigzag like this, the fabric together, so a bit like concertina together. And then you stitch on the upper bits only.
Okay.
And then it makes it kind of like an elastic as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. But you have quite a nice design.
Yeah.
Free machine embroidery. So I have to, I'm controlling the way the fabric moves. So this is my grandmother, and this was a bear. So this is a studio portrait, and this bear, it probably belonged to the studio, not her. And so I just made the pattern from this. So I drew it out first, and then used. I mean, I've made bears before, so I've used the pattern, but adjusted it to. But I did find something at the Victorian Albert Museum that I had a bear that was very similar to this. It looks like it might be anyway. So that was quite interesting to see. It's a comfort. It's a comfort thing, I mean, even if you didn't have a bear as an actual bear, then just to have a soft toy of some sort. My girls didn't have a teddy bear that they related to, but they had soft toys. It's surprising how many stories there are about sort of bears and people with their adults that still have their bears, or even if they haven't, they still have their stories about their bears and and wish they had them.